Sup, guys? Ryu here for the TheCouncilNetwork. Sorry for the lack of videos the past couple of days. I've been under the weather. I've been trying to save my voice. I almost lost it tonight. Oh my god, my ears are still popping from NXT TakeOver Brookyln #2, baby! Woo! So, I'm going to basically just give my thoughts on the whole thing. I'm a little bit sad that Bayley lost. Damn it, but I'm so excited that Shinsuke won and Asuka and Bayley had such an amazing match. I'm going to go into all of it. So there was 2 tape matches that were not on the network. And basically they'll be for a future NXT, show that's typical, which was Ty Dillinger, Wesley Blake. Sorry if I get names wrong. Ty Dillinger won that match. It's a pretty okay match. The Authors of Pain, I think I was just too hyped for, fucking the event. Defeated TM16, Nick Miller, and Shane Thorne. Again, not too familiar with those guys, otherwise than Authors of Pain, to be completely honest. Then we get to the first match of the night that was on the card, which is Austin Aries, which is No Way Jose, No Way Jose. I gotta be honest, No Way Jose. I love the dude. I like what he's doing. Austin Aries, he's just been on a losing streak in NXT, and it was good to see him win. He needed that. He needed that momentum. Because honestly, I don't know who really is left there to really run for the championship. Maybe Joe will get a second shot on the next pay-per-view, but I don't know, because I have this feeling like right after SummerSlam, he's going to pop up on one of the main rosters, whether it be SmackDown or Raw. I'm kind of figuring SmackDown now that we know that Del Rio is pretty much saying bye-bye outside of the 30 months. I mean, 30 months, 30 days. Sorry, I am just way too excited right now. Way too excited. I mean, come on. Seriously, side note, tomorrow, Ninja Turtles, Dragon Ball Super, and fucking SummerSlam. Like, it's way too much for me to go on right now 1,000 times. There's so many videos past the next couple of days I have to drop out to you guys. So as I was saying, the Austin Aries winning by submission and Hideo Itami coming out afterwards, kind of leading that. We saw the heel turn of Austin Aries. I like that. And Hideo Itami coming out is great. I think Hideo and Austin Aries at some point should be running for the NXT champion. They got a good rivalry going on, kind of like Balor and Joe. Can't wait to see that play out. My whole thing, though, I don't know who's going to challenge Shinsuke next. I'm super excited because I love Shinsuke. Honest to God, before he even came to NXT, before he came to WWE in any shape or form, I love the dude. I love the dude. But let's talk about Ember Moon and Billie Kay's match. I think it was the first time really seeing Billie Kay have a full-fledged match on TV or pay-per-view or at a show, however you want to call it, because I haven't really gone to an NXT show in a while. This was a great experience, needless to say. But Ember Moon, I didn't think she'd come out with the red eyes. That was good. I like that. That threw me off a little bit, but it sold me on her character. And I think her versus Asuka is just coming up. I feel it's going to be a thing, because Nia Jax is out. Bayley already lost twice now. I hate that, but, it makes Asuka dominant as fuck, and Asuka is a scary fucking wrestler, I'll say that much. Moving on, the Revival versus Johnny, sorry if I say this wrong, Gargano and Tommaso Ciampa. I love their match. I honestly thought we were going to see the Revival lose it. When they did, I was like, holy shit, they got bigger plans than Revival. Okay, maybe, 2 months, 3 months from now, at the next big NXT TakeOver, we'll see the title change happen, but we didn't see it here. I'm perfectly okay with it. It was a great match overall, and honestly, I didn't really follow those two because I missed out on the CWC, the classic, the Cruiserweight Classic Championship. I'm an idiot right now. But I missed out on that because I've just been swamped. But they put on a really great match, and I can't wait to see more from them, honestly. Honestly, I can't stand the Revival. I can't. They want you to not like them because they're heels, and they sold me on that much. Just honestly. Now let's talk about the big 2 matches of the night. I'll be honest, I I thought I was gonna start like tearing up. I honestly, seeing Bayley come back so damn strong, so much development. When you think she hit the pinnacle of how strong she was gonna be in that ring, she just proved how much further she's willing to go. I loved every second of it. I love Asuka, or Kana, if you followed her in Japan, New Japan Wrestling, or any of the other ones. I think she was in New Japan Wrestling. I know she was in Japanese Wrestling, regardless. Needless to say, damn, that match was on fire. There's really no other way to put it. The match was great. The psychological, Bayley being this underdog and trying to come up and take back the title from Asuka, who basically, in a way, seemed like the heel, even though she wasn't technically the heel, but it's kind of her character. She's got that demonic kind of, appeal to her. Not to call her a demon. I think she's really a nice person, but she scares the hell out of me when she's in that ring. I'll be completely honest, she scares the hell out of me, and I think that's a great thing. Asuka is a very, very, very much Emperor of Tomorrow goddess, and she is. What she does in that ring, I don't think most female wrestlers can even come close. I think Sasha, Charlotte, Becky, and Bayley really can, but I'm dying to see when she goes up to the main roster how they're really going to deal with that, because she just seems to outclass a lot of people, and that makes me super excited to see her debut on the main roster. But having her dominate for 3 pay-per-views now, or 4, for NXT, I can't even disagree with that. I just wanted to see Bayley become 2 times. I was like, hey, look, the Revival became 2 times, but Bayley's just like, nope. So close. Damn. It was a great match nonetheless. And maybe Bayley will come up to the main roster. Go with Becky Lynch, and we'll finally see Becky as the SmackDown champion, women's champion soon enough. Fingers crossed, please. Get it right, WWE, please. Moving on. Samoa Joe versus Nakamura. Just a side note, that was probably one of the only times I stayed in my seat and just had my mouth open most of the time. I really thought for a good chunk of the match that Joe was going to win, because here's the thing I love about NXT. Even though Shinsuke had the really nice opener with the special performance and everything, and everyone chanting, whoa, whoa, I'm going a completely different direction. They're doing, the whole Shinsuke Nakamura. I'm too excited. There's so much shit coming out of my brain, but it's not going through my mouth properly right now. That's what's going on. But god damn it. I really thought they were going to do a twist like, oh, here comes Shinsuke with this really cool opening like they did with Sasha and Charlotte at fucking WrestleMania with Becky, where, Charlotte comes out with Snoop and I forgot who else, the one who does the vocals for her track, when she comes out to the stage. I had a dream, Anyways, I really thought they were going to do that. Seeing Finn in the crowd, that was dope as fuck. Seeing Sasha, Becky, Charlotte, nice Charlotte. I saw you broke kayfabe, but I'm okay with that. I know I should be talking about the Shinsuke match, and Mick Foley was really cool. But, goddamn, I just love seeing Shinsuke in the ring, and this was probably... I was at the edge of my seat. I thought he was going to lose, and then when he won, I screamed like a little girl, because I was super fucking excited seeing him with that champion. Now, don't get me wrong, I love Samoa Joe. I can't wait to see him on the main roster. Hell, I can't wait to see him become a WWE champion, whether that be Universal, whether that be just, whatever SmackDown's calling it this week. Just saying. I can't wait to see that either which way. I love Joe. I love what he's done in Ring of Honor, even in TNA when he was there. He's worked around the world in some of the best and some of the worst. It wasn't his fault. Some of the worst companies. But he's always flourished inside of them. And I can't wait to see more from him. When he won from Balor, I lost my shit because I'm like, there's no way you lose 2 matches, come back stronger. And it took me a while because I was such a Balor fanboy. I'm like, no! Kind of moment, right? But tonight, I was just rooting for Shinsuke. But when Joe came out, I just heard myself go, Joe, 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 Joe! So... They got me on both sides. I gotta admit, though, the match was fantastic. I'm putting it out there for Match of the Year contender 2016, 2017. I'm throwing it out there. SummerSlam's got a lot to fucking live up to compared to tonight. I think Randy versus Brock is going to be a giant fucking match on its own. I think seeing Balor and Rollins is going to be probably the match of the night too. If not, the Brock versus Orton match. It can go either which way. In all honesty, we're talking about NXT TakeOver. This fucking pay-per-view was perfect. How does WWE / just Triple H get something so right, but yet there's so many things they screw up is beyond me. Honestly, I can't talk highly enough about this. I could be here another 4 hours just talking about the Shinsuke versus Joe match. It was the match of the night. As much as I love Bayley, as much as I love watching Asuka fight forever, but Shinsuke versus Joe was just everything you need in a wrestling match. Perfect. The psychological aspect, the tormenting of deliberately trying to break every piece of someone's body little by little until you win. They brought that to the table. And when Shinsuke finally got over, because remember, he's the baby face in this and Joe's the heel, you just lost your shit and went nuts out of excitement. If you don't know who Shinsuke Nakamura is, you're going to. Because he is the king of strong style and one of the best at what he does. Now we've seen him beat Austin Aries. We've seen him beat Sami Zayn. He's beat Finn Balor. And he's beat Samoa Joe. That's 4 of the greatest wrestlers of this era right now. I can't wait to see what this man does next. But guys, if you haven't seen it, go to the network. I'm just going to plug it. $9.99. I'm not getting paid to say that. There's no promo code, Ryu Avalon shit. There's none of that. It's just me, my opinion here on the Council Network, and I will see you, hopefully tomorrow, for Ninja Turtles and Dragon Ball Super, and of course, SummerSlam, Monday morning, because I need sleep. I'll see you guys later. Peace.